To understand the worldwide effects of sustainability, we first examine sustainability in our own lives. Looking into sustainability at our high school, New Tech High, where we spend the majority of our time outside of our homes, seemed a natural next step.
So New Tech has great sustainability because of the different things we use to help keep our school sustainable, like solar panels, we have skylights, the composting and recycling bins that we have, and we also have a cistern and a garden. So we make a lot of things for our own school.
At New Tech, efforts are made to be environmentally sustainable. We have employed the use of solar panels, we have a rainwater cistern, multi-flush toilets, and compost bins around the campus. All of these practices are valid exercises in increasing environmental sustainability. But what's the next step, both for schools and as individuals?
Sustainable development in a school context is all about care, and that's care for oneself, care for each other across cultures, distances and generations, and care for the environment near and far.
Schools that already have the benefit of being socially sustainable, with appropriate student-to-teacher ratios, buildings that will last, etc., could do well by taking measures to be more environmentally sustainable as well. As a part of becoming more sustainable through our interactions with others, we felt it was important that New Technology High School and other schools like it share in their successes.
It's 8:30 a.m. and a morning breeze is already driving the turbine at Seaton Primary School in Devon. The children are encouraged to arrive on foot, on scooters and by bike. This is no ordinary primary school. Caring for the environment is not just a subject to be studied, it's an ethos.
Really, because it's right at our school gate, it's a statement of what we are standing for within the school. It actually works back to front to what you think, so it's actually pointing away from where the wind is coming from. The back of the machine is where the sails are turning. And having the wind turbine and the photovoltaics are great, but really it's about being a sustainable school as a whole, and that's about our culture and our ethos. And our ethos statement says caring now for the future, and that's really what we're about.
That's called the wormery there. The worms eat all our banana skins and stuff, and it turns into lovely compost to help the flowers grow. I'll show you. That's what it starts off like. You do it.
It's heavy, isn't it? Yep.
And that, look, the worms are actually eating it and it's turning into lovely compost.
We have already seen instances of districts entering into sustainability pacts in recent events. The Washington, D.C. district, for instance, has entered 8 of its universities into a sustainability pledge, proposed by Mayor Vincent Gray. Each of the 8 schools has agreed to sign on to and enact specific measures to become more sustainable in the coming years. Georgetown University has already committed to reducing its carbon footprint and cutting down its greenhouse gas emissions by 50%. It has also made plans to use solar energy and a cistern of its own. Outside of the U.S., countries ranked highly for negative environmental impact include Brazil, China, and Indonesia. Australia, also prominent in the relative environmental impact of countries study, is making efforts to improve its effect on the environment through education. The Australian Sustainable Schools Initiative partners Australian government with schools and communities looking to become more sustainable. Schools participating in the program have reported promising results, cutting down on water consumption by 60%, energy consumption by 20%, and waste by 80%. The U.S. Department of Energy's Guide to Going Solar lists the average cost for a photovoltaic or solar electric system being close to $8 per watt, or $24,000 for a 3 kilowatt system. At these rates, the price for a school to be outfitted with solar energy would be high, but studies have shown that by cutting electricity costs entirely, a solar-powered system can save money in the long run. The Bellevue Union School District in California recently began using a PV system and reports that it will save $750,000 in the first 5 years and expects to save more than $3.3 million over the life of the system. As humans, it is practically inherent that we hurt the environment in some way. While efforts can and have been made to take less from nature, everyone is ultimately dependent on the environment. Helping others to be more sustainable is perhaps the only means of offsetting this cost.
I'm the founder of an eco-social network for children called Footprint Friends. Footprint Friends is a forum that's been put together to enable children from all over the world to talk about environmental issues. So it uses like a social network platform, but they don't talk about anything other than the environment. So it gives young people an opportunity to ask questions, share knowledge, share experiences, get angry about some things that are not happening, to actually have a view really online using a social medium.
Not every school can afford the initial cost of adopting a solar electric system, but could benefit from other less expensive measures, including starting out on a composting and recycling system, or replacing T12 lights with T5 or T8 fixtures. Many countries have a large negative impact on the environment. Recent efforts to outfit schools with environmentally friendly measures can only help. This kind of voluntary collaboration between districts and educators to create better, more environmentally sustainable, and ultimately cost-efficient schools is a worthwhile step for schools worldwide.